just happy I got my hair. I am so happy that this hair, my units came in today, because I was like, if I don't get my stuff by Christmas, I'm gonna be heated. So the fact that I have my units finally, I'm just so happy and I'm pleased. So as you read from the title of this review, as you have read the title of this review, yes, I have the new one of the other new Converti-Caps, Slaycation, okay? And I cannot emphasize enough, and hopefully my facial expression while I was putting her on kind of gave it to you. Like, I am very pleased with the Converti-Cap line. I have just about every unit out of this line except for Gimme Glamour, and I actually plan on just purchasing her in a 1B because I think, and I might get her in a 1B30 just for the fun of it, but I really have been pleased with this line, and this line is actually my top fave right now as far as Halfwig's concerned. So I am just pleased. Slaycation is NEESHA cousin, okay? That's what Slaycation is. Slaycation is NEESHA second cousin from the NEESHA 301 and 302 Halfwig units that I did review if you haven't seen it. She the first cousin of NEESHA, but she the second cousin of 301 and 302 NEESHA in the Halfwigs. That's basically what this is. Name her. And the name of this unit that they decided to go with fits exactly what this is. And this is, I'm slaying, okay? I mean, and I'm keeping it simple. I ain't even jazzed up. I'm not even, you know, going nowhere. I ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm staycationing, slaycationing, okay? I am staying home for Christmas, but I'm looking good in the process, okay? Now, I will say this. She is, what I'm trying to figure out is if I just want to do that right there. Just on my hair, because I had to cut some split ends in the front of my hair, and as a result of that, my hair in the front is just a little bit shorter, but it'll catch up eventually. But I'd rather have my hair looking healthy than looking crazy, okay? So there we go. We just fixed that, and it still looks like it's mine. It looks like it's all mine. So Slaycation, for those, and I know some of y'all are very familiar with this line. So my subscribers, you guys have more likely seen my Converti-Cap reviews. So fast forward through this part, just this little segment, because I am going to go over this, just the specs of the Converti-Cap, just in case someone is watching my review for the first time. They haven't seen any of my previous reviews on the Converti-Cap units, and so this will just be just a refresher for those who know about the Converti-Cap, but this is also being, you know, something explained for those who are new to seeing this unit and this line, okay? So I'm definitely not wanting to sound repetitive or anything like that, but I do want to just go over the simple specs of the Converti-Cap. Converti-Cap came out mid-end September time frame and just came bussing through the doors with this line. The Converti-Cap, you would consider saying it is a Halfwig. It is, but the Converti-Cap is a little bit more special, a little bit more different than the regular Halfwig unit. So one of the biggest things for me is the breathable neck cap. The Converti-Cap, as I showed at the beginning of this video, that breathable neck cap is something that's not on every single Outre unit or Halfwigs, front lace, whatever. It's definitely something that I hope that they continue to use because it is very, very convenient. I have worked out in a Converti-Cap unit. Specifically, the one that I worked out in was Beach Babe over here. Okay, so definitely I will say that running my 2 mile. I live in Texas. It has gotten chilly in the last month and a half, but it still is very much, you know, warm in the afternoons. I did my little workout. I had her on, and I can tell you, I did not have as much sweat going, you know, with my cap that I have underneath. And my hair, it was less of that because it's breathable. I have worked out in other with other units on my head. I wear a lot of wigs, so I can attest to it. And I have literally had it to where, you know, my edges are literally sweating. And I can attest that having Beach Babe on while working out, it was less of that. So with the breathable neck cap, if you sweat in your scalp, this is probably one thing that you probably will like, especially if you sweat in your scalp and you're not like working out, running, doing any of that stuff. My daughter, she sweats in her scalp. So if converted cap is still relevant in 10-15 years, I'd be like, girl, you know, even though you don't need it because your hair is this long and this thick, you can wear a converted cap and it would help you in your scalp. Okay, so definitely, if that is something that you struggle with, just having comfortability on your head, wearing whether it's a half wig or, you know, lace front, you've just had that difficulty of just having that comfortability underneath, this is what the breathable neck cap is designed to do. Okay. Also, it is the adjustable drawstring. So the adjustable drawstring is very useful if I wanted to use this and have her more in a ponytail. So you could definitely do that with that drawstring. I can see someone doing a mid to high ponytail style with this, or even a low ponytail where you got it all pulled back and then just have this long ponytail style going. So this unit is definitely capable of doing that, as well as just if you don't want to use the combs, the adjustable strap is very useful. That's exactly what I did putting her on. I just stretched that drawstring just a little tad bit because I don't like it being too tight, but I don't want it going anywhere because I don't really use the combs as much. I sometimes have on my whip grip just underneath these half wigs, my silicone ones specifically, but definitely, you know, you got that drawstring to help. But also you have 4 combs, 3 combs in the front, 1 comb in the back. So those combs are even extra security if you're trying to wear her like this or any type of updo style or ponytail. So that's the kind of great thing about the converted cap, is that you have all this security just for this half wig style, basically, or this half wig unit. You are not limited to saying it's not enough security. It is. Okay. So, and another thing too is the flatness of the front here. And I think that's the winner with Outre and most of their half wigs that they have pretty much come out with the last 2 years to a year and a half up to now, is that they have done away with that thick front part, middle area, and they're flattening that to make it look more natural. Okay. So definitely, if you can see that based off of how I look on me right now, it looks like it's mine. Okay, so that's why I like Outre for this construct of not just the converted caps, but their half wigs. Like, they're just good for these things, and whoever is sitting at the dang on table as far as the design and constructing, manufacturing person or team, they are hitting it on the nail, because that is the whole point. Is like, yes, it's not your hair, but when you have it on your head, that is what you want, right? So I am very pleased with this line, because those are the things that really set it apart. Now, definitely you can put heat to her. If you saw what I was doing as I was styling her and getting her on my head, I was putting heat to her to kind of heat my hair and then blending it. And so she did get tapped a few times with the heat, and obviously it's nothing, no frizzing, no nothing like that, because up to 400 degrees. So that is the biggest thing with Outre, is the heat. 400 is very high. That is my limit and cut off with my own natural hair. I might go to 410, but that's only if my hair is literally curly and I'm trying to go straight. But my hair has been straightened for a few days, so I didn't have to do that. So definitely just take note, like, you know, you can put heat to her. I can see someone, you know, as this unit is going through multiple wears, you may have to put heat to her. So and I think because of this texture, she's not gonna lose this really nice Yaki look that she is giving in texture. She's not gonna lose that. I really think that they did an excellent job. Obviously they have many things to look at and compare, because NEESHA is the line, the collection of this blowout natural texture, and you see them delivering that with Converti-Cap. And I just feel like it's Slaycation. It's not NEESHA. I can tell the set apart, and you have to wear these different lines to kind of know, like, okay, like this is not a repeat, because I could see the difference in what you was trying to do. So definitely that is some of the biggest things as far as specs of this Converti-Cap line. That's across the board with the Converti-Cap. Those are the things that you will experience purchasing any unit out of this line. Okay, Slaycation. Okay, Slaycation. Like, I'm just I'll tell you what, I will say this. I was not expecting her to be this thick as far as density goes, but she's not thick to where she's like, it's too much. I actually I'm shocked that she's, and I thought she was going to be shorter. She's actually longer. And I was like, that is such a good thing, because the NEESHA half wigs that they came out with last month, those are shorter. Those are not as long as this. This is like literally, let me move up my seat. So I am 5 foot even, and she is like definitely the length of NEESHA 203. I think 203 is the long unit over here when I'm wearing her earlier this year, the beginning of this year. So that's what she reminds me of. And then of course, y'all, the layering. The layering is there. The fact that this is layered wearing her, I love it. I love this. Like, that is like great. And then if you wanted her shorter in the face, you could do so. I definitely you know, make sure you cut her in a way where she's not looking choppy, because this doesn't have a choppy look, obviously, with the layering that they did do as far as on the construct of this unit. But you can definitely add some definite, you know, layers to her, and see how she looks, you know, even with that. But I think this is fine. This is perfect. I think that they did very good as far as the construct of this unit. Like I said, I am 5 foot even. Okay, she comes right here. I have her kind of coming to my right, your left, if you know, from the screen. Okay, and I just love this. I'm running my fingers through her. She has very nice silky but Yaki texture. She does not feel dry. If I had to compare her, she is not Hawaiian Hottie. See, and that's the thing. It's like, to me, feeling her, she's definitely thicker than Hawaiian Hottie. But it's like, that's what I like about Outre. It's like they don't fool you with, oh, this is a different name, but it's the same unit. No, you kind of like, Hawaiian Hottie feels like Hawaiian Hottie out of this line. And Love Affair feels like Love Affair. Like, Love Affair is definitely not this. And that's exactly why I was excited that, you know, I did decide to order her, because I was like, ooh, she's not going to be like Love Affair, because I could tell. And so definitely, yeah, I'm loving this. From the side, and this is the color 1B, but y'all know how I am. I got her in another color, okay? My 1B30, okay? My S1B30, and I will be putting her on in this video, okay? from the side. So nice, so nice, so nice. And then all of it to the back. With all of it to the back, it is literally down here. So that is a lot of hair. So you do not like a lot of hair, that might be a challenge for you. But if you are fans of the NEESHA line, like, this is going to be just even more of a love for you. You know, for me, I love Outre, and I just feel like they're one of the best at this as far as synthetic blowout texture, natural texture, mimicking that 3C to 4C texture. Like, I just think they just went at it, especially for the synthetic hair, you know what I'm saying? So I just really think that is what they just have nailed it, and they ace it. So definitely loving this. So I have her in the color S1B30. I'm going to put her on, and I'm going to try to do her in the center and see what she's giving us, because I'm always good for the right or left part. So I'm going to try to do a center, see how she's looking with some color. But this is it. Like, this is it. Like, they are just genius at this, and they hit it right on the nail. So, all right, so let me get to switching it up. That I was going to be able to do a center part, but no, my hair is too short. So if you do have longer hair, she is definitely going to do what you want her to do as a center part. Be mindful, this is not a dark root to color unit. This is more of like the highlights are mixed all through, from you know, the beginning of the unit to, you know, all the way to the end. So it's just more of like highlights through, and not necessarily a dark root type of situation. But it doesn't matter, because obviously you see she doing what I need her to do. So definitely that is, like I said, a plus with the color chart and color deliverance that Outre gives. Is like, regardless if it's dark root, if it's highlight, if it's ombre, if it's blend, like it's just not very difficult blending your hair, especially if it's more on the lines of natural colors, like your 1B, your 1, your 2, your 4, your SB30, your SB, you know, 1B33, you know, 1B27. Like, it's always like a good blend with those kind of natural color, natural highlight color situations. So wish she was dark root, but kind of I actually am glad she is not, just because I kind of like the way I was feeling about like the dark root Chalate on Love Affair. I was like, so I'm kind of just glad that she's just a mix of highlights with the 30 and the 1B color. Okay, Slaycation, like Slaycation all day. Like I am just very pleased. Texture is the same. There is actually the nice still feel, even though this has some color too. Those colors are just natural. Those colors are just, it's so, I just love when they do color like this, because this is definitely something that you can, you know, wear to work. It's not loud. It's not, oh, you know, what you doing, girl. It's very, you know, just a good, you know, color to work with, especially if you are in a very professional, like, can't go in there wearing pink and red and orange colors, you know what I'm saying? So definitely I like that. Same construct, same specs, nothing different between the colors. I really am just glad that the texture is the same. There isn't this thickness, this dryness, or anything that comes with them getting into the color, more of the colors. There is not any thickness or dryness or extra change in the texture because there's color. So that is just them staying consistent when it comes to texture. And if you have looked at any of my reviews, if you subscribe to my channel, you know texture is my thing. Like, I can kind of deal with a lot of the things that wigs come with, you know, pros and cons, but I just can't stand when something's supposed to look soft ain't soft, okay? And this is supposed to look soft, and she is definitely that. So win-win, Outre, okay? But now back to the colors really quick. The colors for Slaycation is not going to be the same colors that you will find on the color chart for Love Affair. So that is the difference here. And I think it's more so texture of why they kind of do this, but I kind of almost do wish they had some of the two colors that I do love and out of this line, and actually that's really common with Outre anyway, is the DR Chocolate and the DR Ginger Brown. Now they have the ginger ginger taupe. The two colors that I'm talking about is the DR Chocolate and the DR Ginger Taupe. So they don't have those two colors, definitely not with Slaycation, but they do have the DR Red Velvet, the DR2 Ginger Brown. So they didn't do the Ginger Taupe, they did the Ginger Brown. And I bet that is really nice because that ginger color is like a 30, 33. And then you add like a color 4 to that. That's probably bomb. And then they have the DR2 Honey Brown, and then they have the DR4 Golden Honey Blonde. So those are your special colors that you can get out of this line. That's why I only have the S1B30 and I have the 1B, because I was like, I can get away with a DR2, but I don't want to do that. So it's kind of like, you know, if you have more of a brown tone to your natural hair color, that's probably good colors that you can definitely venture into if you do love special colors, okay? So that is it. I'm just going to show this color off really quick. She is blending very well with my natural hair to the side, same length, getting that layered look, okay? Boom, boom, boom. To the side. Boom, boom, boom. All of it to the back. Okay. And I'm 5 foot even, okay? So that's pretty. So that is Slaycation. I am very happy, one, that she finally arrived after like 2 weeks of floating in the mail system of USPS. So if you are ordering around this time, or you have ordered and you haven't gotten your units, I definitely know if they're not mailing through FedEx, and I know FedEx just sent a little holiday message about shipping and stuff, definitely, if it's not FedEx or USPS, it is probably going to take a while. But she is available on wigtypes.com, samsbeauty.com, glamourtress.com, elevatestyles.com. All those sites, definitely she is available, but I will be mindful. She probably hitting that out of stock status, so just be checking. And if you don't, you know, from those main sites you can't find her, then go into hair2beauty.com, hair stop shop, or I think it's like something along those lines. Even BB So Good BB, or BB So Good, something like that. Those, I mean, venture into those sites, because those are kind of sites that are not necessarily getting tapped. Ebonyline.com, all of those sites. So I would definitely just, you know, be on the lookout. But you know how Outre is. We still waiting on Bahama Mama. You know I am. And I got an alert for when she back in stock. So, yeah, you know, they came with the surprises of 2 other units. I was like,
can you restock Bahama Mama, please? But I digress. Outre.
But thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I am glad to just get this review to everyone. Please be safe. Please take care of yourselves, and you're blessed. You are blessed. Stay blessed. Thank you so much again. Until the next one, and it's coming. Bye.